810915355. Today, I would like to present about introduction and conclusion for oil power generation. For introduction, power system is actually a large network of power that generates plants which connected to the consumer load. Energy can be converted from one form to another form and cannot be created nor destroyed. In early 19, oil and natural gas had available in United States because of the cost that can compete with coal during the green technology. Demand for oil and gas had grew rapidly and it surpassed the uses of coal because of oil were widely used for space heating and electric power generation. Oil power generation is one of the fossil fuel plants that burn to generate the steam to drive the turbine, which is to generate electricity. This plant can generate electricity basically over a long time of period. So it will save the money because it is cheap and long lasting. But in other side, due to the many cases about fuel can face with the potential supply issue, the price of the fuel can be volatile and may rise sharply at time of shortage or geopolitical instability. There are 5 stations of oil plant in Malaysia, that is 4 in Sabah and 1 at Pulau Pinang in Teluk Awar.
Okay, theory for oil power generation. In a fossil fuel facility, the chemical energy content in fossil fuel such as fuel oil and oxygen converted into thermal energy, mechanical and electrical energy. Every fossil fuel plant is a compact person device. Many of the world thermal power stations use fossil fuel.
Now I will present about mathematical models. When it comes to oil power generation, we know that oil power generation is under the category of thermal power generation. It works by convert heat energy into mechanical energy to produce electricity. And this is done by using the heat to turn water into steam and then directing the steam to a turbine. Then, the steam will turn the turbine blades and convert heat to mechanical power. This in turn runs the generator which creates electricity. So, in this case, we need to make sure that the efficiency is always in the top condition. But that is not happening because of the inherent low efficiency of the turbine. So, by using this efficiency formula, we can find the maximum efficiency at any machine that convert heat energy into mechanical energy. Since most of the thermal generating station, the gas is steam, it needs to obtain a high efficiency. The more the steam, the higher the efficiency. So, the quotient of the temperature of gas leaving the turbine and the temperature of gas entering the turbine must be as small as possible. But the temperature of gas leaving the turbine cannot lower than the ambient temperature, which is usually 20 degrees Celsius. In short, the temperature of gas leaving the turbine cannot be less than 293 Kelvin. To obtain high efficiency, the temperature of gas entering the turbine should be as high as possible. But the problem is that the steel, bearing and other metals around the machine cannot use beyond its safely withstand level. So it turns out that the highest temperature of gas entering the turbine is about 550 degrees Celsius to 600 degrees Celsius. After done some calculation, the maximum possible efficiency of a turbine driven by the steam that enters at 843 Kelvin and exits at 293 Kelvin is about 64.4%. Due to the other losses, some of the most efficient steam turbines have efficiency of 35%. This, may, this means that 65% of the thermal energy is lost during the thermal to mechanical conversion process. This problem needs to be fixed because the lower the efficiency, the lower the capacity. There is a few ways to increase the efficiency, and Carnot's theorem can be used to calculate the maximum efficiency of the machine. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I want to present about compare the three place oil power generation in this world. So the first one I choose is Shoiba Power and Desalination Plant. The second one is Kashima Power Station, and the third one is Anigasaki Power Station. The first one at Saudi Arabia, the second one Kashima at Kamisu Ibaraki, Japan, and the third one is Anigasaki at Ichiba, Japan. So the first one is Saudi Arabia. Its space require about 50 million meter cube. The second one is Kashima Power Station require about 1 million meter square. The third one, Anigasaki Power Station require 0.93 million meter square. So the total generated power at this place also different. The Saudi Arabia about 5,600 megawatt. The second one is 3,260 megawatt, and the third one, I guess, Nagasaki Power Station is 3,600 megawatt. So the initial cost also different. The first one at Saudi Arabia is 850 million US dollar. The second one is 2 billion US dollar, and the third one at Nagasaki Power Station is 247 million dollar. The efficiency also different. The first one is 35.6%. The Kashima station is 57.2%. The Anigasaki station is 43%. The power losses at Saudi Arabia is 64.4%. At Kashima Power,
I would like to present about the advantage, disadvantage, and environmental issues of the oil power generation. So, for the advantage of oil power generation, it has a high energy density, which is this is one of the essential motivation why it is practically difficult to utilize different types of energy. And oil power generation is an inexpensive source of energy due to large reserve and a good accessibility. Oil has become such an valuable asset because of the presence of the channel used to ship oil around the world, which incorporate boats, big haulers, and obviously a colossal organization of pipelines. Thirdly, oil power generation is very highly efficient. The power created by an alternated force plant can be handily moved through the framework. You can also find it in any place else as long as it is continuously provided by the fuel. Last but not least, oil is a constant power source. Oil is a such source. It has been end up consistently solid in delivering energy through the day. Next, I will present about the disadvantage of oil power generation. First, oil power generation can cause health hazard when consumed at high level. In highly enough dose, carbon monoxide or sulfur dioxide can even be life-threatening for the human being. Second disadvantage is oil make powers, and power can degenerate social orders, which is not a good things for the society. Abundance make financial gathering can be characterized into two non-exclusive classes, which is the wealthy and the poor. This battle can advance savagery, full illegally intimidation, and has verifiability put countries about to start a major world conflict war. Not least, oil power generation is actually a very dangerous employment opportunity. I say like this is because in spite of the fact that the quantity of oil energy occupation has risen, this position is actually are not really sheltered business opening. So lastly is for the environmental issues that arise from oil power generation. For the first one is the emission of greenhouse gases. It has been the greatest danger utilizing oil energy. After ignition, oil discharge discharge gases, for example, carbon monoxide or other necessary emanation, keep breaking of the ozone layers of the last prompts of worldwide temperature alteration. Beside, oil power generation also can cause water pollution, which oil is moved in a rough structure. This make water transport the most reasonable choice for moving the item starting with one spot, then onto the next. When the prompts spill, they are very dangerous for the animal or the sea life. So lastly, oil refining produces highly toxic substances. Oil is basically combination of different hydrocarbon, which is the hydrocarbon must be refined first to utilize in quite a while. During the cycle, different poisonous gases, for example, carbon monoxide and solids.
In conclusion, nature has too many types of energy supply that can be used, such as oil power generation. As we know, there are many advantages and disadvantages while using oil as energy supply. We know that we desperately need electricity as well as water to survive. So, we always need a backup on our supply for necessities. Exactly when we are in a state of pandemic COVID-19, too many things that cannot be controlled and our movements are limited, including the issue of energy supply. In addition, we are faced with the problem rising supply prices. So we need to do something by doing an innovation to maintain our needs. We also need to avoid wastage in the use of electricity. We will predict that in a